right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. This is the Knives Fast channel, so like and comment and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Stick around on the channel a little bit and watch some videos. And go check me out on Instagram at Knives Fast and a live stream right here on YouTube, Monday nights, 7:45 KF Live. Yeah, so much fun. So these three knives are all from Rosecraft Blades, guys. And I'm going to talk about these. These are all three in stock at traditionalpocketknives.com. So we're going to talk about it from there. You can use code KnivesFastTPK, and I will leave the links down below, and you can get 10% off. So these are two different models from Rosecraft, and we got two different variants of one and a single variant of the other. So let's tell you what. Let's do the Sequatchie River muskrat first, okay? So we're going to go ahead and review that one first. I've not reviewed either one of these before, and so we're going to do that. So this is obviously a traditional slip joint. This knife is available right now for $61.99, and again, you can get that 10% off with code KnivesFastTPK. And this is a very traditional pattern called a muskrat. Now, what I see here is kind of a serpentine stockman thing going on. You have contoured micarta scales, just like that black micarta that's on the Savage River gun stock. You do have a club shield, thank you, silver pins, nickel silver that is, and silver bolster and end cap. Very, very cool. Now, guys, I want you to look at something. This is a $61.99 knife plus 10% off, of course. And I want you to look at this back spring. That is immaculate. There's no gapping. There's no, I mean, it's perfect. Now, my one thing about this knife, well, two things. Number one, I'm not big on double-bladed knives usually, but we'll see how I feel about this one. And the reason is sometimes in your grip, that second blade will get in the way. And the second thing is I prefer slip joints like the French broadjack that are very pinchable because I have some arthritis. So you may not have that same problem, but this one is not pinchable, so you do have to use the nail nick, or at least I do. So hopefully you left yourself enough nail to get in there and dig this one open. Not my preference on that, but not a big deal either. I mean, let's be serious here. First world problems, not a big deal. Now, you have two beautiful clip point blades. And what's the reason for having two of the same blade on a model? Well, a muskrat is used exactly like that. It is used by trappers that are going out to skin an animal. They sharpen both blades up. They start going through a bunch of animals in their trap line, and they're cutting and skinning and all that. And now this blade gets dull. Now they got a second one to open up. That's good and sharp. And again, oh crud, and I forgot to take the China sticker off, but you guys see it. It's okay. I'm going to give this away anyway, so somebody else can take it off. So, but we are in D2 tool steel on this, which is fine. Just keep the knife clean and maybe put some, if you're going to use it outside, keep it dry and clean and maybe put a little bit of oil on it from time to time and you will be fine. Now, here's the one thing I really want to talk about the most. Ergas are huge to me. So I will say, number one, you do feel this blade a little bit in your grip, but it is not bad. You can kind of relax your hand around it. But what I will say is, when you open this side of the knife, you have a pretty straight clip point blade coming pretty straight off. Oh, by the way, the walk and talk on these are great. This is, on this blade, yeah, I mean, that's a 7.5 all day long. And then here's the other one. Yeah, same thing. Wonderful springs. By the way, we're flush in all three positions. So we're flush when we're closed, we're flush in the middle, and we're flush when we're open. And we have really nice walk and talk. Now, the second blade, when you open this one up, you can see now we're turned down a little bit. Now, I will say, because of that shape, more of this one is down in the handle. So now when you're in this downturned one, I have way more of a good feel in that handle. The ergonomics are really good, and I have this forward tilt of the blade. So for skinning, you can see where that would be really nice to get in there for skinning purposes. Very cool. Now, I forgot to grab a piece of cardboard over here. Oh, I got this poor one here that's already been cut to shreds, but we'll use a little bit of it here. So, nice clip point, guys. You touch this. Look at this. All I'm doing is touching. Okay, I am not pushing hard. It wants to cut right off the bat. This is a very, well, that's the reason I don't worry about their D2. You know, like I said, just keep it clean. And as long as you do that, the D2, here's the second blade just to do a little bit. This D2 is phenomenally sharp. It is on all their knives so far. And what you've got here, guys, is a very thin stock. And it tapers towards the tip. So you end up with a phenomenal flat grind here. Very thin, not a very tall blade. This is definitely one that you could use for EDC tasks, and you could use it for skinning. Phenomenal skinning knife. It'd be a great apple knife. Really would. Really, really cool. All right. So, by the way, this is going to be a longer video because there's two knives. So, on this knife, again, $61.99. Free shipping, of course, on orders over $100, which, you know, oh, sorry. But this one, closed link 3.88, open link 6.88. The width is just 0.46, and again, contoured scales, so it's gonna covers, I should say. So it does feel very good in the hand. They say a pull strength of 8 out of 10. I say 7.5, but close enough. Blade length 3 inches. Blade thickness just 0.11 in D2. 2.5 ounces. And again, nickel silver on the pins. Liner material is steel. And designed by Andy Armstrong in Tennessee and produced in China. Okay, so that is that one, and we'll get them back out for comparisons here at the end. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. Let's just pick a blade here. Yeah, no side to side. I mean, a little flex in the tip because it's so thin. But yeah, no, it's really good. Okay, now we have two versions of the French Broad Jack. The first one is the French Broad Jack. Well, I guess they don't have them delineated there. Oh, rosewood and black sandalwood. There we go. So we have letter definition. So the rosewood one is a very light grain, and you can see we have nickel silver bolsters and pins. Beautiful back spring again, contoured covers in that beautiful grained rosewood. Can you just get a load of the beauty of this guy? So nice indeed. Now, pull on these. Again, these are more like a 7 to me. Still very snappy. Let's see the sandalwood one. Yeah, about a 7 to me, which is great because that means it is very pinchable. Again, can you use the nail nick? Yes, you can. For me, pinching it down here is the way to go. We've got a relief down here that allows you to get into that, and then it ends up with a very nice ergonomic handle. Now, what's cool that you may not notice right away is we've got a contour here, but we've got a contour this way. We've got a bulge, a swell in the middle, you know, and this one is a great whittling knife. Again, great spring. And now on this one, we have this dark black sandalwood that is just gorgeous. Reminds me of ebony. You have a rose shield on this one, whereas you had the club on the other. Very nice. Now I'm going to switch blocks here for a reason. I'm going to go down here and grab my butcher block here, which isn't as pretty, but You'll see why in a second. So here's both versions. Again, same thing, no play. It looks like maybe a little thicker stock. We'll look in a second, but it narrows down with this swedge. The swedge really makes this guy look great. And you got this beautiful satin finish. Again, D2. Ergonomically, this guy is a master. I fall right in that kind of, not choil area, but part of the, the tang there. And that feels really good. Now, two things. Well, let me get, hold on, guys. I'm going to get a different piece of cardboard. This one is all gnarly. All right, here we go. So first thing, I have used this for a lot of work. I broke down a bunch of boxes, and this guy is phenomenal. It just is. Now, you've also got a turn-down tip. So what happens here is we've got this guy that can come in, whoops, and do some real work here with the slip joint. So don't tell me, people say all the time, I don't use slip joints because I'm scared to work with them. Guys, you're cutting against the spring. Yes, it doesn't lock. No, it doesn't lock, I should say. But you're not, as long as you don't sit out here and put a bunch of pressure on it, and it's got a half stop, by the way, you can just, because all the work is pushing up on that blade and just making it lock even more than it already was. These are just phenomenal. To me, of these two, I obviously prefer the single blade. You guys know that about me, over the double blade over here, but to each their own. And I know a lot of people prefer the double bladed knives, and that is great. Now, on these are $54.99 at Traditional Pocket Knives, and you can get 10% off with code KnivesFast10. Now, if we go down here, this one is 3.875 closed, 6.8 inches overall, 0.46 on the width of the handle. Great ergonomics. I mean, way cool. This is one that I would carry on a regular basis for sure. Blade length 3 inches. By the way, it says 0.11 on the thickness, so that is the same. It's just that we come down so much narrower to the tip. 2.5 ounces. One back spring, of course. Steel material, and of course nail nicks and all that. All right, so let's open one of these blades on Sequatchie River muskrat, and we're just going to show you they're both about the same length, and so we're just going to leave that out, and we're going to show you way smaller than the Ontario Rat 1, and gonna be, man, real close, but just a little shorter than the Rat 2. I wonder, hold on, let me see one thing. If we open this guy with the straight blade, does it get, yeah, so it gets a little bit longer looking when you do that, so it's close to the to that. So what do you guys think of these Rosecraft traditionals, especially these 3 new ones? Make sure you go check them out. They still are available. The French Broad, has been out for a while. They had a what was it, Red Bone maybe version that is now in the vault, and now we have these 2 new wood versions. So let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious. I really enjoy these a lot. Now, I told you it was going to be a longer video because, again, it's 2 new models that I've never reviewed before. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to Andy over there at Rosecraft for sending these. And guys, definitely go check out the link below and use that code KnivesFast10 for 10% off. So there you go. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of these. Stick around on the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of these beautiful traditionals. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.